The coronavirus pandemic is forcing Kansas City to look at budget cuts that will hit everyone who lives or works here, and that may include furloughing hundreds of city workers for a week. This morning on CNN, Mayor Quinton Lucas spoke about the problem.
We have a number of challenges right now. Some of it has included furloughs. There are other American cities that have looked to layoffs. This is a significant challenge in America.
Mayor Lucas says that cities need more direct coronavirus aid from the federal government. So for now, the only option is making some large cuts. KCTV5's Casey Jones has been investigating the numbers and what it will mean for you. She's live tonight with more. Casey.
Ellen, officials here at City Hall are trying to make up for $50 million that they originally expected to get from things like sales tax and tourism. But now, to make up for that, department cuts, furloughs, and widespread changes have been proposed, and there are some concerns about how those cuts might impact you.
We are now having to deal with revenue reductions because of COVID.
Tammy Queen, the city's finance director, says the problem is twofold.
We're also having to deal with additional expenditures because of things that need to be done by departments.
Money is not flowing into the city as expected because of COVID-19. So far this year, sales tax revenue is down 25%. Another source of city income, hotel motel tax, is down 85%.
But it's really about revenue right now, and it's about the fact that things are closed. It's about the fact that the Sprint Center, which we can see from my window, is dark.
To make up for the loss, Queen's department has suggested a hiring freeze on all positions paid higher than $15 an hour, a 2.5% budget cut to fire and police, 4.5% cuts to all other departments, and a 1-week furlough for all city employees. That would recover more than $30 million. The rest would come from the city's rainy day fund.
And you're talking about $2.5 million savings, but to them, it's the lights, it's the groceries.
Michael Shaw, director of Solid Waste Services, says reducing his department's budget and cutting employee hours will likely impact your trash pickup.
It's going to be very tough operationally to provide services in all of these areas.
And that's not the only way these changes could trickle down to the community.
Access to resources in the community and preventative safety measure services. Looking at this, I would be more in favor of going after some of the limited term contracts, et cetera, to actually come up with the amount of money that we need to reduce it.
So these budget cuts are not final. City Council has to vote on it, and that happens tomorrow here at City Hall at 3 o'clock. If passed, these budget cuts could go into effect as soon as Friday. But even so, the finance director tells me if these budget cuts do pass, they will likely have to cut even more money from the budget next year. This is, of course, a story we will continue to follow for you. Reporting live from Kansas City, Casey Jones, KCTV5 News.